I would just like to say that the rumors of my disappearance have been greatly exaggerated.
Guitar Stuff with John!
Welcome to another Guitar Stuff with John. Everybody now. No, never mind. Had to edit out that cough there. I'm back. I'm not dead yet, but, I'm hanging on. A lot of people were worried. We've been off the air for a long time. You know why? Because I was touring. That's how I do what I do, is you see me talk about all these guitars on here, but it's not in a vacuum. I'm actually taking these things out on stage every night. And in order to do that, you got to tour. You got to be away for weeks and months at a time. And boy, was I ever. I left home sometime around, I think, end of September, and did Kill the Colors, did a tour of Ontario with Jake Lozon. And then I came home and did an entire month with Dave Gunning for Christmas. Then on Boxing Day, I left on a national tour that saw me and Lozon play all the way to Vancouver and all the way back. And 24 hours after I got home from that, I was on a plane to the UK for 2 weeks, touring with Tim Eadie. So, yeah, it's been insane last 2 or 3 months. And so, yeah, we're back at it. I'm so far behind in these reviews that I'm going to start dropping 2 per week. So, yay, Monday night and Friday night, you're going to get a Guitar Stuff with John. String Theory is back on the air tomorrow night, and we're good to go. And I got so many things to tell you. One more thing I want to address that's very important. A lot of people sent condolences when this happened, and I really appreciate it. Love you for it. And of course, I'm talking about our beloved Jack, the dog. He passed away just a couple days after I left on the national tour. He was 14, just about 14. He almost made it. And he was a great dog. He toured with me for 7 years, spent the last 7 years of his life here ruling over this property as its rightful king. And you'll always see him on here. He'll never be gone because he's in the intro to this program. If you watch the channel, he's often wandering around. You can see him. He was a great, great dog. The most incredible animal I ever knew, I think. And we still have Jill. Jill's holding on. She's 12. She'll be 13, I think, in October. Yeah, so it's 12 or 13. I can't remember. But she's same as ever. Big old fat bulldog. And yeah, so thanks to everybody who reached out to me when Jack passed. And now all I'm doing is trying not to get another puppy because it's hard for me to not have a dog around me all the time, because I had a dog around me for 31 years. The dog before Jack lived 17 years. And so yeah, it's I treat my animals really well, as you can tell. They live a long time. So yeah, so anyhow, here's to Jack, and God bless his heart. He'll always be in here watching over us, and yeah, he was a good old dog, and the doggo of doggos. But anyhow, let's get on with the show. I have had this guitar for some time, well over a year, because I didn't know how to talk about this thing off the bat. But it's so rare and so odd and so beautiful that it's a little bit difficult to talk about it. But of course, I'm speaking about a Shenmue. This is what they call over there. They call this guitar the Koi. It is a flame maple dreadnought with absolutely stunning inlay of koi fish swimming up and down the neck and around the sound hole. The back and sides are just absolutely ridiculous. It's a teal green, 4+ maple, Engelmann top, 4+ Engelmann top, floating fingerboard tail. It's just, this thing's a masterpiece, and really the only way to talk about this guitar is let the guitar talk for itself. It's just absolutely stunning what this guitar sounds like in the room. It's one of the instruments that one of many instruments I've done on this show where I can't even describe what it actually sounds like. You're hearing it through a really good mic and Pro Tools and no EQ compression or anything like that. But yet you're still only hearing it through a set of speakers. So in the room, when you're in it with it, man, it just, it hits some vibration in your soul. That's the only way to describe it. And I want everybody to remember that these guitars are not factory made at all. There's no factory. It's a shop with 12 or 13 guys, just like Boucher. They build these all entirely by hand. They have CNC machines, of course, but they're glacially slow because they're building by hand. So they're only pushing out 400 or 500 guitars a year, just like Boucher started out with. They're just unbelievable. Like I really take exception to people who hear about Shenmue and come up with the old, you can't buy nothing from China because they're communists, because they're this, because they're that. I talk to these people all the time. They're just like us. Everything is the same over there as we've got. And I've said this before, like they all pay rent, they all do their thing, they pay taxes, they do their whatever career they want, they can do this, they can, anything they want. Communism isn't as far as I can see from talking to these people and watching what they do, communism is not a people thing, it's a political thing. It's a political idea. And I hate politics getting in the way of anything, so I just never let it happen. I don't care what the ideology is with somewhere. I just don't. It's their business. Let them do it. But when it comes to stuff like this, when you have a group of young, exceptionally talented builders who happen to be in China, can't turn your back on that just because they're in China. It has nothing to do with the guitar. So I've said enough about that on here, and I'll keep reiterating it. These instruments are absolutely flawless, and the price point is savage how cheap these are. I think this guitar here probably runs around $2,000, $2,000 for this. If you had another company build this guitar, it would cost you 15 grand, all day long, twice on Sunday. So, and again, I've said this before as well, they're doing this because they want to break into the Western market, and they surely are doing it. There's a dealer now in Florida, there's a dealer in Canada. I've taken note of these guitars big time in the past 3 years. And so are other players. They're starting to go, wow, these things are really something. They're unlike any other guitar. They have design things that are not the norm. And so, yeah, let's take a close look at this thing so you can see how well it's built and how beautifully it's put together. And, you know, if you haven't quite been pushed over the edge to spend a couple $1,000s on an heirloom quality guitar, handmade, this video may push you over the edge. I hope it does, because I think everybody should have one of these. Unfortunately, you can't because they're not building enough of them. But you never know. Someday they may. I know that they're expanding the factory now, the shop. It's not a factory again. I shouldn't say that word. They're expanding the shop to get another couple hundred units a year done. Same as Boucher. They're going through the same growing pains as Boucher did, Cirrus, all these different things. They just happen to be in China. Cannot let that get in the way of music. It's nothing to do with music at all. So, yeah. Anyhow, check this thing out. At Master Music Method, we won't make promises we can't keep. Remove the time between breakthroughs and practice the right things to get the right results. Learn the why behind the how, while the lectures teach you to teach yourself. Experience the Master Music Method. So here we go, boys. We're at the headstock of the Shenmue Koi Maple Dreadnought. Beautifully done. Everything about this guitar is just premium. Gold hardware, ebony buttons, beautiful rosewood head plate, camel bone nut, ebony fingerboard, and look at the fingerboard. There's one fish, two fish. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's hard to even show all the detail like this, but look at that. Three fish. A beautiful yellow fish. Look at that. All that colored stuff is stone. Different types of agate. And then, of course, it goes down on the body. Unbelievable. Look at that. Coming off the edge of the guitar onto the fretboard. And then they circle the sound hole. Stones and muscles. Red koi. More stones. Multicolored koi. More stones. Look at the size of that mother. That's all mother of pearl. No rosette marking, which is really cool move because look how busy it is, right? They let the fish do the talking. There's our label, our stick air. They call it the D45 model, but it's traditionally known as the Koi. Then you've got beautiful ebony saddle, camel bone nut and saddle, and bridge, ebony bridge, sorry. And then this gorgeous stain, teal stain, 4+ Engelmann top, unique 6-line binding, a double purple bindling. And just look at the grain at the top. Look at that. Look how tight and straight that is. It's no wonder it sounds the way it does. Look at it. It's unbelievable. How beautiful that is. Wow. Then the magic happens in the back, boys. Look at the flame in this maple, which is Canadian, by the way. The color just jumps. Look how it moves. Oh. God. Same binding around the back. 6-line. Faux ivory heel cap. Mahogany neck, stained dark brown. Kind of goes well with the green. Full volute. Shenmue super high-end Grover style tuners. And the end pin is not in there yet, but it's a simple ivory strip. And there you go. There's the Shenmue Koi. It is truly a masterpiece. Like, it's so gorgeous. It's hard to believe that they can charge so little money for this. But they're dedicated guitar builders. They really believe in what they do, and they believe in players. And that's why I love them. They're super, super nice people. I've been talking to them for years now. They're just wonderful humans. And they're very, very happy that North Americans are starting to take advantage and take notice of what they're building. This guitar will be on the road with me for sure. You're definitely going to see this instrument on a stage with me this year. The Shenmue Koi Maple Dreadnought. Well done, Lee and the boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you. So there you go, boys and girls. There's the Koi Maple Dreadnought by Shenmue in the Guangdong province of China. I probably said that wrong. I apologize, guys. Sorry, Lee. And my Chinese accent is terrible. But anyhow, it's just incredible. This is a guitar that will be in my will. I'll never part with this. It was literally a gift. They sent it to me only because I admired it. I wrote to them and said what a beautiful design this was. And the next thing you know, one landed on my porch. And to make things clear too, I buy these from them because I love them, and I love their work ethic, and I love their dedication to guitar players, which is exactly what every builder should have. If they're going to do this, seriously, they really need to be thinking about the player, and these guys do. There's no question. They're no different than Boucher, Cirrus, Gallagher, Yeri, Yamaha. We all know the Asian builders kick ass, because all you have to do is look no further than Yeri and Yamaha. These guys are right there with those people. So anyhow, the Shenmue Koi, teal green. Teal green dream. Wow. I can't wait to hear it in 5 years. Maple guitars are slow to age, and if it sounds this good now, I can't wait to hear this thing even in 2 years. Once I get it out on the road and it hits all the highs and lows of the humidity and all that stuff, it's just, I can't wait. This is going to be a guitar that will be right in the top 10 of my best road guitars. Anyhow, love you guys. We're back in business. Thanks to Shenmue and Lee and the whole crew over there, and all our viewers. And if you like what you see here, subscribe, hit like, subscribe, all that stuff. We want to hit 50,000 at least this year. We're well on our way, well over 40,000 now. So it'd be nice to have 50. We got to beat our brothers at Chapman's in Missouri, right? The acoustic shop. They just got 100,000. When they started, they were below me. They bypassed me. We got to catch up to those guys. Can't have the Missouri boys getting ahead of us. So if you haven't hit subscribe, please do. Tell your friends to do the same. I love you, and we will see you soon. Nailed it.